Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine, and it's divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you could join us here on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to again remind us of the congratulations of passing the 500 episode marker. And as a celebration of that, I've opened up the Patreon community for free membership so that people can join our Zoom calls for free. There are a lot of people struggling out there. There's a lot going on. So I thought this could be a way to provide some help and, to give some thanks for all the support that I've received so far. You can also choose if you'd like to be a paid Patreon member, and that will help me to subsidize some of the costs and expenses that I have for this project. I'm still running this out of my own pocket, so it's about $2,000 to $5,000 a year that it costs me to produce this actually. So I'm not really making money from this. It's something that I'm doing for myself and hopefully to be able to help others. And so I'm coming from a genuine place here. The second thing that I'd like to remind you is that you can also find the Reparenting Daily Journal. You can purchase that on Amazon. It's another way to support the podcast. It's under $20. And it basically allows you to follow along with all of the monthly and weekly themes. It gives you space to keep your notes. And yeah, if you join the team or the Zoom calls, it might be a great way for us to all stay aligned and be working together. The last thing I'd like to give you a head up on is the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily series. As I mentioned earlier, I've had some editing issues with that because in the springtime, the end of spring, I did some reworking to structure those into certain themes. So like the beginning, middle, and end of the hero's journey. And in the midst of reorganizing and restructuring the stories and also upgrading the artwork, some of the text is a bit mixed and jumbled all over the place. Sorry about that. When I was in the editing phase for the first time, they did not send the proofread copies to the Netherlands, and so I had to work, around and trying to find a way to get the copy to edit, and it's just been a mess. So basically, that's going to take a little bit longer. I'm going to aim to have that done by the end of the year, but I have burned my eyes, so I am very limited. Excuse me, with what I can do and time I spent on the computer. And so I would have had that done much earlier. I would have liked to have that already done, but here we are. And so in any case, once that's available, again, I'll give you a heads up, but please do hold off on purchasing the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily for now. Or Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, not the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily. That's it today. So without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from the ACA Daily Meditation. This is a reminder we're in October and the theme is building resilience and overcoming challenges. We're in week 4, which is October 22nd until the 31st. And the theme for this week is building mental toughness. Uncovering the truth. We are looking for the truth so that we can live our own lives with choice and self-confidence. We want to break the cycle of family dysfunction. Big Red Book, page 27. Many of us grew up telling lies so that the outside world would think that things were okay at home. We hid the truth because of the shame we felt, and because we understood the family rules, whether they were written or not. As we become adults, we often found it easy to continue lying about ourselves. We may embellish to make ourselves look better because we weren't even sure that was truth anymore. Or maybe we did so because we knew that people wouldn't accept us for who we really were. But the more lies we told, the harder it became to keep track, which made us terrified of slipping up. In recovery, begin to uncover the truth of who we are and where we come from, seeing the necessity of breaking our dysfunctional cycle. We learn to be honest with ourselves in our meetings, where we learn that we're not alone. We begin to see that others respect our honesty in a way that is constructive and hopeful. By choosing to be genuine, we find that this is actually the easier, softer way that many of us have looked for. On this day, I will honor myself by recognizing that I am tempted by an old habit. I will do what's right for my true self. Thank you. And that's a reading for today. Today's reading reminds us that mental toughness isn't about suppression, it's about truth. For many adult children of dysfunctional families, lying was a survival strategy. We learned to hide the guys at home to present illusions of everything being fine, and eventually to hide it from ourselves. These early adoptions create a split between the self we showed the world and the self we actually felt inside. But in recovery, real strength comes from not maintaining masks, but from daring to uncover the truth, even when it shakes the foundations of the false identity we use for safety. In the context of building mental toughness, truth-telling is emotional weightlifting. It requires courage to confront reality of our upbringing, to name dysfunction without sugarcoating, and to stop performing for acceptance. Each time we choose authenticity over appearance, we build a kind of inner power that no external validation can match. The truth frees us from the exhausting mental gymnastics of pretending. It brings a grounded confidence, the unshakable resilience that comes from no longer needing to hide. From a reparenting perspective, uncovering the truth is an act of protection and love towards the inner child. That child was once forced to lie to stay safe, to keep the peace, to avoid punishment, or to preserve the family's image. But speaking truth now, you can tell your child you no longer have to lie to survive. You teach them that honesty will not lead to danger but freedom. Reparenting here means creating a home inside yourself, where truth is safe, welcome, and met with compassion instead of punishment. This is how integrity becomes strength and truth becomes peace. As we go into the journal prompts today, number 1, what truths about myself or my family did I have to hide or distort in childhood to feel safe or accepted? And number 2, when do I feel tempted to present a false version of myself? And what fear is hiding beneath that impulse? Number 3, what would it mean to my inner child if I live more fully in my truth, even when it feels uncomfortable? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.